What it do? What it do, good people? Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. As for me, you know I'm doing great. Yes, you know I'm doing great. Okay. You know I'm doing great. Anytime I'm on here. I just jumped on here right quick. I was in here cleaning up my kitchen and stuff. And I just wanted to jump on here and talk with you for a few. Excuse me, I clicked my thing off by mistake. I jumped on here to holler at y'all right quick. Listen, y'all, listen. Listen, let me tell you, I want to say something. I want to talk about something. Before we get into this, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it says all, right? So that when I go live, you'll get notified, right? Let me tell y'all something. You know what? I'm getting ready to really tap into my channel. I'm becoming live talking about all kinds of stuff, right? Because I just feel like we need to talk. We need to talk as people, right? We need to learn how to open up and talk, right? Because we need to do better. We just gotta do better. And that's what I titled this, do better. Because we do. We need to do better as people, right? Like when you're getting older, right? When you're getting older, uh, you should see yourself evolving, right? You should see yourself doing better. And if you going backwards instead of going frontwards, then you need to check it out to see what's going on with you. Why are you going backwards instead of pushing forward? And that goes back to the videos I did. You know, the trauma. I did 2 trauma videos, right? And I'm telling you, trauma hinders your life. When you don't heal from it and you don't deal with it and address it so you can move past it, it hinders your life. Okay. And the crazy part about it is that some people don't want to, for whatever the reason, some people don't want to believe that. Some of us want to act like we got it all together. You know what I'm saying? We got it all together. We got this. That's how some of us do. We want to think that we got it all together. And the reality is you ain't got nothing together, right? Because if you're not moving forward, right, and making your life better, how you got it all together? If you're not moving forward and making your life better. I mean, let's just be honest, right? And that's a problem too. We don't know how to be honest with ourselves, right? We can lie, and we know how to cover up. We know how to cover up shit, right? And stuff. But when are we going to stop all that and just be honest, right, about what's going on with us, and so that we can start to do better as people? Like really, when are we? When are we going to get to that point? Because that has to happen before you can grow and become a better person, right? That gotta happen. You gotta address it. You gotta address yourself. That's gotta happen. When are you going to be honest with yourself about you? See, because at the end of the day, you gotta stop worrying about what people think and how people feel. You gotta worry about how you feel about yourself. That's what's important. Like seriously, that's what's important. It shouldn't have nothing to do with what other people think, what somebody else thinks. It should be how you think it. How you feeling about yourself. That's what should be the main thing. But we get caught up in what somebody else thinks, worrying about what other people think, instead of worrying about how you feeling about yourself, and what could you do to make yourself feel better about you. Because at the end of the day, you gotta live with you. You gotta get to a point where as though you're comfortable in your skin. You know, that's real shit right there. You gotta get to a point where as though you're comfortable in your skin. You gotta get to a point where as though you're comfortable with being you. Like seriously. Cause some of us, we're not some of us are just not connected, right? We're not tapped into ourselves. And that's why we run into so many problems and stuff. Because it's a disconnect. We are disconnected with ourselves. You disconnected with yourself, right? It's some things that you need to get on top of. You need to figure out. Real talk. You gotta get to a place where as though you are comfortable with yourself. You know what I mean? You do. Real talk. You got to get to that place where as though, you'll be saying, like for myself, right? I went through some things, but I got to a place where as though I was able to say, wow, boy, I feel good about myself today. You know what I mean? I was able to get to that point of loving myself and feeling good about myself, right? And that's what you got to do. That's what some of us have to do, right? As we get older, we must do some self. How can I put it? We must do some self evaluating, right? We must evaluate ourselves, right? And pay attention to which way you're going in your life, right? Which way you're going and stuff. We must do that. So I said self evaluating. We could use that, but it's another word I wanted to use. What was it called? Um, self reflecting. Is that what I'm looking for? I don't think that's the word I'm looking for, y'all, but we're going to use that for right now. Self evaluating, self reflecting. Okay, we need to reflect on ourselves. We need to do some uh, pay attention to ourselves. Do some evaluating on self, right? Pay attention to which way you're going in your life. Because if you're going in a negative direction, then you need to do something, right? Hey, you need to really tap into yourself and figure out why you going in a negative direction. As you get older, you should be doing better. You should do better as you get older. If you're not, if you're one of those people who doing, instead of doing better, you're doing worse, then that's a problem. And you need to figure out what it is that you didn't do right. What's going on with you that you're going into a negative, you know, you're going into a negative direction instead of going into a positive direction. See, that's something you need to address and figure out what the problem is. What is my problem? Why am I going this way when I should really be going in a positive direction? Why am I not going? I am, say for instance, you're turning 60, right? But your life is going, it's like you're going back to your 50s and 40s, right? Because that's the way you're going. That's where you're going at mentally. It's like you're going backwards when you should be going forward. and you should be going into a positive direction, right? You should be doing better. And some of us are not doing that. We're doing worse instead of doing better. And if that's the case, if you're somebody that's what you're doing, then you need to check that. You need to get on top of that. Like seriously. Seriously, you should be doing better. As we get older, yes, we should be doing better for ourselves. Not doing worse. We should be doing better. That's just real. That's just real shit. You know? And some of us are not doing that. We're not. Some of us are not doing better. We doing worse. That's just real talk. You know? I hit my thing on my phone again. But yeah, you know, we gotta pay attention to that. Because some of us, our lives is just jacked up. But we running around and we acting like we got it all together. You know? We do. Some of us do that. And instead, we should be, if you're getting older and you're not going into a positive direction, you need to check that. You need to figure out what's going on with you, that you pushing 50 or 60 and yet you're still acting like you 20, mentally and stuff. You're acting like you're a 20-year-old. You need to check that. And I see a lot of that now. I see a lot of older people acting like they in their younger days. They argue and fuss with people. They cussing people out, right? These are not young people that be doing this. We talking about people that's in their 50s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Okay? And not just on the internet. It's not like it's just on the internet. You got people doing arguing and fussing and cussing people out, you know, on the internet, out in the street. Hey, baby, will you stop opening up my freezer? You know? And it's crazy. But for some reason, people get a kick out of that shit. I guess they think it's cute. It's not. It's not a flex. When you up in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, and yet you cussing people out and acting crazy and stuff, it's not a flex. Okay, let's start there first. Okay? Because some of y'all think it's a flex when you're acting crazy and you in your 50s and 60s and yet you acting all crazy and stuff. I see people doing it in out in the streets, and I see people do it on the internet. It's not a flex. It's not a flex for you to be doing it. You in your 40s and 50s and 60s, and yet you out in the street arguing and fussing with somebody and cussing and stuff. Like you in your younger days. Come on now. If you, like I said, if you're going into your um if you up in age and yet you still acting like you in your you know, like you a teenager or something. Man, check that shit. Get that. Listen, get it right. Get it right. because you know, I don't know why some of y'all think that that's a flex. You know, because you're out here at 50 and 60, acting crazy. And some people think that that's a part of them being grown. Some people really think that that makes them look grown. For them to be, you know, on the internet cursing people out and stuff, or out in the street cursing and performing and stuff. Some people really think that that makes them look good. It don't. It don't. It's not a flex. It's not a flex at all. It makes you look bad. It really do. It makes you look bad. It ain't nothing about that that makes you look that's a flex. And some of y'all really be thinking that. Y'all really be thinking that y'all flexing when y'all be out there in the streets or on the internet acting a pure fool, acting an asshole. Y'all really think y'all be, that's a flex for y'all. It's not. Because as you get older, you should be able to have a conversation with a person. Not arguing and fussing with somebody, right? And cussing somebody out. Y'all should be able to have a conversation with each other. Like, seriously. Y'all really should. If you beefing with somebody, you should be able to talk it out with that person, and y'all should be able to come to some type of agreement. That's what grown-ups do. Not cussing each other out on the internet or out in the street. No, no, that's not the answer. The answer is y'all should be able to talk to each other and have a decent conversation. That's the answer. No, y'all shouldn't be up there. Y'all shouldn't be up wanting to argue with somebody, you know what I mean, or cuss somebody out. And I'm telling you, this internet thing really got people all jacked up because people want to clout chase. People are clout chasing all the time. All the time. This internet don't really, really, really put a damper on people. And every time you look up, a motherfucker want to clout chase, right? And that's serious. You say one thing, you got these people, they so pressed and they so busy clout chasing, right? You say one thing and then they done twisted up what you said and made it something else. Because they trying to make it a beef, right? They want to make it a beef because they clout chasing. And the sad part about it is that some of these people don't even realize that they clout chasing. That's the crazy part for me. Is that some of these people don't even recognize that they clout chasing. They don't even know what clout chasing is. That's the crazy part. Seriously. They don't even know what clout chasing is. That's the sad part. They be up here clout chasing at its finest. And they'll try to say you clout chasing. But they really the ones clout chasing. Right? Yeah, because let me tell you something. Clout chasing is when you putting people name in your title, right? Because you trying to get the clicks and the views, okay? You know how a lot of people take and put Tasha K name. They take and put Tasha K name in their title. You see a lot of people doing that because Tasha K name brings clicks and views. So of course, motherfuckers gonna take and put her name in their title and shit. Because when you do that, it's gonna bring you clicks and views. Okay? And that's why people do it. That's why people do that. You know? Because that's clout chasing. That's a form of clout chasing. When you take and you put in somebody's name in your title, because you know when you do that, it's gonna bring views. It's gonna bring you some clicks and views, right? That's clout chasing, and people be doing it, and they don't even real recognize that they clout chasing. But they want to say you clout chasing. They quick to want to holler, you're clout chasing, but they the main ones up here clout chasing. I don't get it. Mm-hmm. I don't understand that. Just accept your shit. You know, own your shit. That's all. Own own your stuff. Okay. You know you out here clout chasing. Own it. Don't try to act like you're not doing it because you are. It's clear to see you. That's what you're doing. You're clout chasing. Own your shit. That's all I'm saying. But you got so many people that they know they clout chasing, but the first thing they want to do, oh yeah, they couldn't wait. They went over there making a video, da 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 da. Right now, I talked about a situation that happened with me, but I didn't bring up nobody's name or none of that. If I was clout chasing, I would have said their name. I would have put their name in my title. Okay, that's clout chasing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't even about that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even about that. It had nothing to do with clout. Mm-hmm. Cause that's what I was talking about. Some people be so into it, they don't even recognize that they clout chasing. Mm-hmm. They don't. Mm-mm. They don't recognize that shit. Mm. It's funny to me. I laugh. Let me tell you why I laugh. Cause I think it's sad that you got people who carries on like that. Mm. Y'all. Mm-hmm. I could see if they were young or something, you know, in their teens or something, and they was doing that. it'd be something different. Like it really would. It would be something different. But to be up in age, right, and you clout chasing like that, mm-mm. Oh no, uh-uh, uh-uh. Oh no, mm-mm. It's just not cool. It's just not cool. I'm serious. For you to be up in age like that, and but yet, you know, you running around trying to create a beef that's not even a beef. You know, I ain't trying to get with it. I am not trying to be on no damn internet. I'm 50. I'm 54 years old. Okay, I'm not gonna be on no internet arguing with somebody. For what? For what? That's not even. That's not even me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not. That's not me. That's not who I am as a person. I ain't gonna be on here arguing with somebody. For what? What are we arguing for? What are we doing? Like seriously, what are we doing? What are we seriously doing? You know? That's all I'm saying. What are we doing? Cause I'm not gonna be on here arguing and fussing with somebody. For what? Well, you know that tripped me up. Mm. It's okay for me. Mm. It's okay for you to talk about everybody, right? But the minute I start talking about you and everybody else, I'm clout chasing. Aren't that crazy? Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The minute I start talking about people, right? Mm-hmm. I'm clout chasing. Ain't that crazy? It's all right. Long as you doing it, long as you talking about people and stuff, everything is good. But the minute that I do it, oh my goodness, she is clout chasing. Girl, they trip me out. They trip me out. Chasing the clout. Always chasing the clout. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay for you to talk about other people and talk about me, talk about other people and stuff. That's fine. But the minute I decide I'm gonna clap back or I decide I got something I'm gonna say, then I'm clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy to me. It is just funny. It is. I laugh at that shit because I know I'm not gonna be up here arguing and fussing with nobody back and forth. Okay? Because that's not my thing. That's not my thing, and that's not who I am as a person. So I know I'm not gonna be up here arguing and fussing with somebody back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know, I like to tap into something that I got a lot of knowledge and wisdom. So I want to tap into something that I can teach. You know, with the stuff that I'm saying out my mouth. I want a person to be able to take what I'm saying, take what I'm talking about, and apply it to their life, right? And be able to uh, do something, change some things in their life with what I'm talking about. I don't want to be. I don't want to be somebody on here just arguing and fussing. That's what people know me for. Arguing and fussing with somebody. You know what I mean? And I don't understand it. And I guess it ain't for me to understand. But I don't understand. Like people be giving, I done seen people give a person a $300 super chat. Okay? For what? Like they up there talking about people, cussing people out, all kinds of stuff. And yet a person gonna take and give you 300 bucks, a $300 super chat. And I'm trying to figure out for what. But then you know what I know, you know what I came to grips with? Hurt people hurt people. And we got so many people in the world today that's dealing with trauma, that's dealing with a lack of loving themselves, right? So they likes to see the beefing, the cussing each other out and stuff like that. It's a soothing for them. For some people, it soothes them. Okay, it does. It settles them down. It makes them you know it makes them calm down to be able to see people arguing and fussing with each other. Mm-hmm. 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 Bill Clark. Huh. That's what they like to do. No bullcrap. That's what some of these people is into. A bunch of negative bullshit. And I'm talking about on the internet, I'm talking about in real life, out on the streets and stuff. That's what they do. That's what they doing. That's what they into. It's sad. It's really sad because we don't have the older people. It's kind of hard to find the older people that we used to have back in the day that that would talk to you and give you wisdom and knowledge, right? And back then, the kids really listened. They listened and took heed to what was being said to them. But now today, the kids aren't like that. They don't want to hear it. They disrespectful, the whole nine, and it's just sad. That's why I don't even, I don't even waste my time trying to talk to these young people because they are very disrespectful, and you can't tell them nothing. They think they know it all. They think they got it all together, and they don't. That's the sad part. They really don't have it together, but they think they do. You know, people like that, I leave them where they at. I leave them right where they at. Cause I just don't. I don't have the time. I don't have the time or the patience to be dealing with somebody. You supposed to be a fucking grown up, and yet you're out here acting like an ass. You're out here acting worse than the teenagers do. And you're supposed to be a grown up. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. That's all I can say is we gotta do better. We gotta do better. For real. For real. We gotta do better. It's just that simple. Seriously. We gotta do better. Is you coming in here? My cat. That's my cat. We do. We gotta do better. It's just that simple. We gotta do better, y'all. We gotta do better. We do. Excuse me. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. It's just that simple. We gotta do better. And we got too many, and we just do. We got too many grown-ups that's complete assholes. I have to be honest about this. We do. We got too many of our grown-ups that's assholes. You know? They don't have no respect for themselves, let alone having respect for the children or trying to help teach them and move them in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part to me. You know, and I'm gonna tell you something. That's something that a lot of us, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of us, but that's something that some people don't want to do. They don't want to get their life right. Okay, they don't want to fix themselves. They rather continue. They rather stay on that journey that they on, being an asshole. Okay, wanting to argue and fuss with you, don't know you, don't have a clue of who you are, what kind of person you are, but all they know is they want to try to pick an argument with you. And like I said, and I will continue to say it, I'm not arguing with no goddamn body. You're gonna argue by yourself. You're gonna be arguing by yourself because I'm not even gonna give you that satisfaction. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cause that's a problem. Mm-hmm. You sitting up there arguing and fussing with somebody. For what? I don't know you. You don't know me. What am I going to argue back and forth with you for? You can have it. You can have it. It's not that serious for me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's not that serious for me. You can have it. Mm-hmm. I ain't doing it. I'm going to tell you, I would feel so crazy arguing and fussing with somebody on the internet or in person. I just would feel out of place because I know that's not my thing. You see what I'm saying? I don't know you, you don't know me, but I'm gonna sit up here and argue with you over the internet. Mm-mm. No, I'm not, baby. You can have it. You can have that argument because it's not that serious. It's not that serious for me. And sometimes that's what you gotta start doing. Being the bigger person. Hmm. And not allowing a person to bring you down to their level. You see what I'm saying? That's something that some people gotta work on. Don't let people bring you down to their level and have you arguing and fussing with them. For what? Why would you give them all that energy? You see what I'm saying? Why would you give them all that negative energy, knowing that it's bringing your vibration down? Don't do that. Mm-mm. Let them have it. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Be like, if you want to argue first, go ahead, boo. Go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing, baby. Don't let me hold you up. Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? I'll be arguing with nobody. I'll be like, baby. Mm. Excuse me, y'all. I'm eating some ice cream. Vanilla bean ice cream with some cookies. Some vegan cookies. Stop playing with me. It's so good. Hmm. That's just crazy to me, though. And I was in my thing. Somebody, they had recommended me a video. And I hit it because I wanted to see what it was, who it was and what it was about. Oh my goodness, y'all. Mm. It was what's the name? What she call herself? I'm trying to think of her name. Tales and Crips. Tales of the Crips. What she call herself? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it was her. I was like, what? It was her. I said, what? I ain't looked at her in so long. But it was her. She was talking about Sweet Pea. Yeah. I said, wow. Wow. I just laughed and said, wow, wow, wow. She was talking about Sweet Pea. And she was telling Sweet Pea, you failed. You didn't fail. Just give it up. I said, what? I was saying to myself, how can she tell anybody, right? How can she tell anybody anything? She said, Sweet Pea need to get off the internet. Girl, you got a son out here robbing banks and this and that and this and that. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I just was like, what? I was like, girl. I was like, wow. My thing keep going out. I don't know why I do that. But anyway, it was crazy. She had me tripping. And I was laughing. Let me tell you why I was laughing, though. Because the same thing that she was saying about Sweet Pea, right? She used to do the same damn thing. That's what was so funny to me. I'm like, no, she not up here saying this about her when she do the same stuff that Sweet Pea did. She's, I don't know if she does it now, but I just didn't listen. It was just funny to me because I couldn't believe that she was up there talking about Sweet Pea like that, right? I'm saying to myself, girl, you better go find somebody. I said, I was saying to myself, girl, you need somebody to bring you, you need somebody. You up here talking about somebody. Oh, I messed that up. But I was getting ready to say, you up there talking about somebody, right? When you used to do the same thing that she doing. But now you're talking about her. Make it make sense. It was crazy. That's why it was so funny to me. I was like, are we serious right now? She done came up on her platform talking about somebody, and and she do the same stuff that what's her name was doing. You see what I'm saying? Mm, mm. I ain't understand that. I'm like, how she up here? This my thing though. I don't call myself chicken nobody when they down. But my thing is, if you got it all together like you claim you do, then get it all together. You see what I'm saying? Like don't play those games with me. Like you got it all together or you get ready to get it all together. And why do my thing keep doing that? I'm good right go, y'all. My thing keep going out for some reason. But that was crazy to me. I couldn't believe that she was up there trying to talk about somebody else. And she do the same thing. She was doing the same thing that they was doing. That's why it was so funny to me. Cause I'm like, wait a minute. No, she not up here saying this when she done did the same thing that this girl doing. So how, I was saying to myself, how does that go? I'm like, how does that shit go? When she was up here doing the same thing that they was doing. I don't understand it. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. It was crazy to me. The whole thing. Mm-mm-mm. I'm sorry, y'all. This ice cream is good, though. I'm sorry, this ice cream is good. But them cookies, they was good. And I don't eat a lot of sweets, right? My main thing I'll eat is ice cream. And I had to find out what my son was doing with his son as far as, um, you know, uh, it was crazy. I'm telling you now. Oh boy, I tell you, I just couldn't believe that. Whew. I'm telling y'all, it was so funny though. I guess you would have to see it to see what I'm talking about. I just couldn't believe that she was actually talking about somebody else in that matter, right? When she was up here doing the same thing that the girl did that she talking about. She was there and I put um um it was just crazy, y'all. I just couldn't believe it, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, she getting up here talking about somebody. Like, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I did not get it at all. But to each his own. To each his own. Come on. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm going to bed. I love you guys. Thank you all for tapping in. For the ones who tapped in, please don't forget to hit the like button. Share the video. And don't you worry about a thing. Hey. Don't you worry about a thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here, though. I'll holler at y'all, Lord's willing. The Lord allow me to make the wake up call. I'll see y'all on the next one. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna start pushing my channel real hard because, yeah, that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start pushing my channel harder because if I go ahead and do what I have to do, mm, you know, excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. It's almost an hour too. I'm gonna get off here. I love y'all. Lord's willing, I'll see y'all on the next one. I'll see y'all on the next one. And I'm out. Yep. Mm. It was crazy. I'm gonna try to get the video and what's the name instead of giving I mean, like that. I'm gonna get it to try to get it to y'all. Listen to it. Yeah. 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 I'm getting off here. It's time for me to wind down. Yep. Love you all. I holler at y'all. Lord's willing on the next one. Peace.